Hello everyone, here we are back again for another ProMAX platform workflow tip. Today we're going to look at project organization with platform spaces, so you can declutter your storage environment focusing on only the content you need for the job at hand. In a typical shared storage environment, say 20 terabytes, you have one large open directory shared by everyone. Some will base the directory structure on how it's used, source material, scratch folders, etc. Others will make directories per project, creating their own self-contained worlds with lots of file duplication. The freelance videographer gets access, and being the free spirit that they are, names like cool clips start getting used. In production, shared assets are imported and linked inconsistently based on a different user environment and work habits. Then people start to see the storage is filling up. Someone comes along and cleans up, moves, or even deletes what they think is unused content in directories they had no idea were being used by anyone else. And we know what happens then. So let's take a closer look at these kinds of issues and the solutions we have with platform spaces. There are two main strategies to follow. First is to organize by project, each holding all-inclusive file structures and granting access to only those on that project. The other is to grant access by function, or media component you might call it. Let's look at managing the per project approach with platform spaces. For example, Tom and Sarah are working on the pilot project, where Tom, Sarah, and John are working on the full feature. Let's open up the easy-to-use platform web interface on a Mac or PC and see what we have to work with. We'll start by logging in as John. When we get into his account, you can see he currently has no spaces available to him. And that's simply because they just haven't been set up yet. So we'll log out as John and log in as admin. Once we're in under admin, in the permissions section, we set access to the full feature platform space. You can specify read-only or modify. We want modify. And let's look at what we've done visually. Going back to our diagram, we have added access privileges for John to the full feature. And while we're in here, we might as well set up permissions for Sarah. And remember, she's working on both projects. And then we'll do the same for Tom. Okay, we're all set. Now we log out as admin and log back in as John. We now see the platform spaces here. We mount it just to verify everything works. On the Mac, we'll get info on the mounted volume, then verify the directory structure. Okay, everything looks good there. Now we'll switch over to Tom's account and let's do the same thing again. And now we see Tom has access to both of the platform spaces for both the projects he's assigned to. And just like under John's account, we'll get info on the volumes, then check the directory structure. We're good to go. To summarize, we started off with our 20 terabyte storage group, divided it up into a 4 terabyte volume for the full feature project and a 2 terabyte volume for the pilot project. We granted access to Tom and Sarah for the pilot, and Tom, Sarah, and John for the full feature project. And that is just one example of how we handle project organization with platform spaces. Thanks for watching.